Let's uncover the truth about gladiator blood rituals. In ancient Rome, gladiators were not just fighters in the arena, they were also part of a chilling tradition that involved drinking the blood of their slain opponents. This disturbing ritual stemmed from the belief that blood held life energy and was believed to grant strength, courage, or even cure ailments like epilepsy. Picture a group of heavily muscled warriors, not just training for combat, but also partaking in these gruesome practices. The culture of gladiatorial games was intertwined with superstition and a harsh understanding of life and death. The brutal violence on the arena floor mirrored the gladiators' spiritual beliefs as they sought to harness the power of their defeated foes. This paradox showcases a side of ancient Roman society that was both fascinating and frightful, reminding us how deeply intertwined violence and belief can be in human history. Did you know marriage goes beyond culture in Malaysia? For many women in Malaysia, the expectations surrounding marriage can feel like a tightrope walk. On one hand, some feel the societal pressure to tie the knot at a young age, reflecting traditional values steeped in history. This pressure can weigh heavily, making it seem like there's a ticking clock on their future. But on the flip side, there's a growing wave of Malaysian women pursuing love and relationships with foreign men, especially Americans. They often seek partnerships built on equality and mutual respect, envisioning a life that steps outside traditional norms. By dating outside their culture, these women hope to break away from the pressures that have long defined marital expectations in their society. It's all about creating a balance between honoring heritage and forging their own paths, often leading to vibrant conversations about identity, love, and future aspirations. Through these choices, they not only redefine what marriage looks like for themselves, but also challenge societal norms in a rapidly changing world. Can you picture a cave that breathes? Wind Cave in South Dakota is a true natural wonder, showcasing a unique phenomenon dubbed cave breathing. This mesmerizing process occurs due to shifts in atmospheric pressure outside the cave. When the air pressure outside increases, think of those calm, still days. Fresh air is gently drawn into the cave's openings, creating a sort of inhalation. It's as if the cave is taking a deep breath. Conversely, when the pressure drops, which often happens before storms, the cave expels air, almost like exhaling. This dynamic exchange of air not only keeps the cave's environment interesting, but also plays a crucial role in maintaining its delicate ecosystem. As the temperature and humidity inside the cave can change with this inflow and outflow, it helps shape the unique formations within, like the stunning boxwork and flowstone. So the next time you think of caves, remember Wind Cave, where the earth seems to have a life of its own, breathing in and out like us. This might surprise you. Diamonds can be nested. Scientists recently discovered an astonishing gem known as the Matryoshka diamond, found in a Siberian mine. This rare diamond has a unique internal structure that's reminiscent of Russian nesting dolls, where one diamond sits inside another. What makes this find even more fascinating is that the inner diamond is able to move freely within the outer layer. This unusual characteristic provides important clues about the formation of diamonds deep within the earth. Typically, diamonds are formed under extreme heat and pressure, which makes this discovery all the more intriguing. The Matryoshka diamond illustrates not just the diversity of natural structures, but also opens up new avenues for research in geology and material science. Could this discovery lead to advancements in how we understand diamond formation and stability underground? Let's uncover the truth about Aescarus worms. These large parasitic roundworms are notorious for making themselves at home in the human digestive system, especially in places like Central America. Individuals living in impoverished areas are particularly at risk. Sometimes during surgeries, patients may experience a strange phenomenon where anesthesia causes these worms to exit the body through various orifices, which can be quite alarming. But there's hope. A medication called bendazole effectively kills these worms. After treatment, it's not uncommon for patients to find worms in their stool for several days. While this process can be unsettling, it signals that the body is expelling these unwelcome guests. With proper care and medication, those affected can make a full recovery and return to their normal lives. Unbelievable but true. Charles Blondin walked a tightrope. In 1859, this daring French acrobat made history by becoming the first person to cross Niagara Falls on a tightrope, thrilling spectators and defying the odds. Picture this: a massive waterfall thundering down, mist rising, and there goes Blondin, teetering above it all on a narrow rope. His breathtaking stunt was just the beginning. Blondin perfected the art of showmanship, dazzling crowds with jaw-dropping performances. Imagine him cooking an omelet while suspended high above the roaring waters, showcasing not just his skill, but also his bravado. His feats highlighted not only physical strength, but also incredible mental focus, something all of us can admire. Each crossing was a test of courage, as the wind whipped around him and the roar of the falls filled the air. Blondin's adventures serve as a reminder that with daring dreams and a little creativity, the impossible can become reality. Who knows what daring feats await us today? You won't believe this about Nikola Tesla. His obsession with the number 3 reveals fascinating insights into his life. Tesla often engaged in specific rituals involving this number, such as walking around a block 3 times before entering a building or insisting on staying in rooms with numbers divisible by 3. This fixation wasn't just quirky behavior. It hints at a deeper connection he had with patterns and routines. Many people like Tesla find comfort and meaning in numbers, which can create a sense of control in an unpredictable world. Some researchers believe that such rituals might help manage anxiety or enhance focus, showing that they can be beneficial. While Tesla's practices may seem odd today, they remind us that finding our unique patterns or habits can be a way to navigate life and embrace our individuality. What patterns do you notice in your life? Did you know the Titanic had its own library? This remarkable ship, which sank on its maiden voyage in 1912, boasted a stunning collection of over 1,000 books available exclusively for first-class passengers. Imagine stepping into a luxurious space where you could find everything from classic literature to contemporary works of that era. The library was designed not just for reading, but for socializing and relaxation, providing an elegant setting for passengers to unwind and indulge in their love of books. It showcased the Titanic's commitment to offering a lavish experience, catering to the tastes and interests of its wealthy travelers. Guests could grab a volume to enjoy on deck or engage in discussions with fellow book lovers. This unique feature highlights how even during a time of great technological advancement, the simple pleasure of reading remained a cherished pastime. While the Titanic is often remembered for its tragic fate, its library stands out as a symbol of the luxury and culture that defined this iconic vessel. What other extraordinary details about the Titanic are waiting to be uncovered? Have you ever wondered about YouTube's surprising origin? In 2005, YouTube launched with a unique twist. It was originally designed as a video-based dating site. Founders Jawad Karim, Steve Chen, and Chad Hurley aimed to connect people through video introductions, even offering women $20 to upload personal videos. However, this dating concept didn't quite take off as planned. As they quickly realized, the platform's potential stretched far beyond romance. Instead of focusing solely on dating, they decided to open the doors to all types of video content. This pivot marked a significant turning point, allowing users to upload everything from music videos to tutorials and vlogs. The change proved to be a winning strategy, as YouTube transformed into the world's leading video sharing platform, attracting billions of viewers and creators. Today, it plays a vital role in entertainment, education, and culture across the globe. Guess what really drives what gives the scorpion beetle its powerful defense? This remarkable insect reveals a fascinating take on survival strategies. Native to parts of Central and South America, the scorpion beetle uses its long, flexible antennae to deliver a potent chemical weapon when threatened. Unlike most insects that bite or sting, this tiny creature employs a clever tactic. It can release a toxic cocktail through specialized glands located in its antennae. This ingenious mechanism allows it to deter potential predators, incapacitating or harming those who might attempt to feast on it. The toxins are not random. They serve a specific purpose, ensuring that only the most daring of attackers will think twice. Natural selection has favored such unique adaptations, allowing the scorpion beetle to thrive in a competitive ecosystem where many species vie for survival. So the next time you encounter one of these beetles, remember that its seemingly unspectacular appearance belies a powerful secret weapon, making it a master of defense in the insect world. How many other creatures use such extraordinary methods for protection? What if I told you dogs run hotter than us? With an average body temperature hovering around 101 degrees Fahrenheit, dogs are definitely warmer creatures than humans, whose normal temperature is about 98.6 degrees. This difference is an essential aspect of how dogs regulate their bodies, especially when the weather heats up. Dogs can't sweat like we do. Instead, they cool down by panting. When they breathe rapidly through their open mouths, it allows moisture to evaporate from their tongues and the inner lining of their lungs, helping them to lower their body heat. During hot days or intense play sessions, you might see your furry friend panting away, and it's actually for their health. Understanding this unique trait can help you take better care of your pup, ensuring they stay cool and comfy, especially in summer. So next time you see a dog panting, remember, it's their way of beating the heat. Did you know Una Chaplin has an iconic grandfather? Una Chaplin, best known for playing Talisa in the acclaimed series Game of Thrones, carries a remarkable legacy that stretches back to the golden age of cinema. She is the granddaughter of legendary silent film star Charlie Chaplin, who captivated audiences with his unforgettable characters and pioneering techniques. Growing up in a family steeped in the world of storytelling and artistry, Una has inherited not just a name, but the creative spirit that defined her grandfather's career. Charlie Chaplin, with his timeless films like The Kid and City Lights, left an indelible mark on the film industry, and Una continues that legacy today. With her own impressive body of work, she stands as a testament to how talent can run deep through generations. Isn't it fascinating to see how family heritage influences creativity in the entertainment world? Let's uncover the truth about Murphy the Eagle. In 2023, a remarkable story unfolded at a sanctuary dedicated to wildlife rehabilitation. Murphy, a disabled bald eagle, had gained attention after he tried to hatch a rock, mistaking it for an egg. His caretakers realized Murphy's nurturing instincts were strong, and they decided to give him a chance at parenthood. They replaced the rock with an orphaned eaglet, bringing joy and hope to Murphy's life. This new responsibility transformed him as he learned to care for his adopted chick, feeding it and keeping it warm. Witnessing Murphy as a devoted dad warmed the hearts of many, proving that love knows no bounds in the animal kingdom. His story shines a light on the dedication of wildlife caretakers and the resilience of animals. Can you believe how a rock led to this touching father-son bond? Is it really true that Venus has longer days than years? You bet it is. One full rotation on Venus takes about 243 Earth days, making its day longer than a whole year on our planet, which lasts just 225 days. This quirky situation arises because Venus spins on its axis very slowly and in the opposite direction to most planets, meaning the sun rises in the west and sets in the east. Interestingly, because Venus has a thick atmosphere filled with carbon dioxide and clouds of sulfuric acid, the planet traps heat in a runaway greenhouse effect. This extreme environment, with surface temperatures hot enough to melt lead, makes it the hottest planet in our solar system. The unique rotation and orbit of Venus provides scientists with an opportunity to study how different environmental conditions affect planetary characteristics. Curious about how this affects the planet's weather patterns? Hard to believe, but Mongolia has free Wi-Fi in the steppe. This fascinating fact highlights the incredible pace at which Mongolia's telecommunication system is developing. In the heart of the vast, breathtaking steppes, where traditional nomadic life once dominated, free Wi-Fi hotspots are transforming daily living. These internet connections allow nomadic families and travelers to communicate, access essential services, and even manage businesses right from the open fields. Imagine sitting in the serene beauty of the steppe, surrounded by grazing sheep, while checking your messages or browsing the latest news online. This remarkable innovation reflects a cultural shift that embraces modernization while respecting Mongolia's rich heritage. With an increasing number of people connected, the digital landscape is enhancing the social fabric of nomadic communities by providing them with tools for education, commerce, and connection. As technology continues to advance, Mongolia shows that it is possible to merge age-old traditions with modern conveniences, creating a unique blend of the old and new. What will the future hold for this dynamic nation? What happened to Alfred Packer's missing companions? In 1874, a gold rush was sweeping the United States, and many adventurers sought fortune in the wilds of Colorado. Alfred Packer, leading a group of prospectors, ventured into the rugged wilderness, but returned alone after several months. Packer's story quickly gained notoriety as he claimed that his companions had died from starvation and harsh conditions. But this explanation raised eyebrows among locals. The unsettling tale took a darker turn when rumors of cannibalism began to circulate. Authorities launched an investigation, and Packer was arrested, accused of murdering and eating his friends to survive. His trial captivated the nation, raising questions about morality and survival. In a time when tales of exploration often glamorized rugged individualism, Packer's story created a chilling contrast. Ultimately, he was convicted and sentenced to prison, but debates about his guilt lingered for years. What truly happened to those prospectors remains one of the wildest mysteries of the American West. Guess what really drives the first tricycle? In 1733, the innovative landscape architect William Kent created a unique design for the first tricycle. But here's the twist: it was meant to be pulled by a goat. This charming contraption was commissioned by the 3rd Duke of Devonshire, who wanted an easy way for his children to enjoy rides through the estate without the parents breaking a sweat. Back then, upper-class lifestyle often meant convenience and comfort, so Kent's goat-pulled tricycle fit perfectly into that ethos. The tricycle featured 2 larger wheels at the back and a smaller one at the front, ensuring stability while being towed. Interestingly, this playful invention not only served its purpose, but also paved the way for future child transportation innovations. Can you imagine royal children happily zooming around while being pulled by a goat? Did you know that Pluto's orbit is astonishingly long? This distant dwarf planet takes a staggering 241 Earth years to complete just one orbit around the Sun. That's a lot longer than our own year, and it's all because Pluto is located about 3.7 billion miles away from the Sun. To give you an idea, that's far more than Neptune's distance. Another fascinating factor is Pluto's elliptical orbit, which means it gets closer to the Sun at times and then drifts far away. This unique path and its icy composition make Pluto one of the most intriguing objects in the Kuiper Belt, a region beyond Neptune filled with ancient ice and rock. Since its discovery in 1930, scientists have studied Pluto extensively, uncovering secrets about its atmosphere, moons, and surface. Each time we learn more, it reminds us just how much there is to explore in our solar system. This might surprise you. The Altair 8800 launched personal computing. Released in 1975, the Altair 8800 is celebrated as the very first personal computer that made technology accessible to individuals. Before this groundbreaking invention, computers were typically large, expensive, and confined to businesses or universities. The Altair changed everything, allowing hobbyists and enthusiasts to build their own systems at home. Among its most notable contributors were Bill Gates and Paul Allen, who created the first version of the Altair Basic Operating System. This operating system was crucial, as it enabled users to interact with the computer more easily, paving the way for the development of software and applications that we all use today. The success of Altair Basic not only helped establish Microsoft, but also sparked a personal computing revolution that transformed how we work, play, and communicate. Imagine a world where computers were still just for businesses, thanks to the Altair 8800. That's not our reality today. Do you think any other inventions have had a similar impact? Here's a wild fact about dog vision. Did you know that dogs see the world quite differently than we do? While human eyes are designed to detect a dazzling array of colors, a dog's vision resembles a muted Instagram filter. This means they primarily perceive shades of blue and yellow, but struggle with reds and greens. Imagine seeing a sunset with fewer vibrant colors. That's how dogs experience their surroundings. Their eyes contain more rod cells, which help them navigate in low light, enhancing their night vision. This unique perspective might make their world feel less colorful, but it grants them incredible abilities in spotting movements and watching out for potential danger. So the next time your dog excitedly runs after a squirrel, remember they might see that energetic little creature in their special, less colorful light. Isn't it fascinating how different our perceptions can be? Why do frilled sharks take so long to give birth? These fascinating creatures have an astonishing gestation period that can last anywhere from 3.5 to 7 years. As one of the longest among vertebrates, this lengthy wait seems to be an adaptation for survival in their challenging ocean habitats. Frilled sharks, often found in deep waters, face environments where food can be scarce and conditions can be tough. By extending their time in the womb, females can give birth to healthier young when conditions might be more favorable. This strategy not only improves the chances of their offspring's survival, but also reflects the intricate balance of life in the ocean. Imagine carrying a baby for several years before finally bringing it into the world. Such extended gestation shows how life adapts to the environment over millions of years. As we continue to explore and learn about these ancient sharks, understanding their unique reproductive adaptations can shed light on the incredible diversity of life under the sea. Here's a wild fact about leopards and their spots. The saying that leopards never change their spots might seem true at first, but it's actually a common misconception. From the moment they are born, these magnificent big cats have a coat that is largely covered in light spots known as rosettes. As they grow older, these patterns evolve, becoming more intricate and complex. This change happens as leopards mature and adapt to their surroundings, which can affect their coloration and spot design. Interestingly, the spots also help them camouflage in their natural habitats, making it easier for them to hunt and avoid predators. So while the phrase suggests that some things never change, leopards show us that growth and transformation are part of their beauty. Isn't it fascinating to think about how even the most iconic sayings can miss the mark? You might be shocked to learn that criminals can be justified. This intriguing question delves into the complex world of ethics and morality. Imagine a situation where someone commits a crime out of desperation, like stealing bread to feed their hungry family. Many people grapple with whether such actions can be morally justified, especially when they stem from dire circumstances. Philosophers have long debated this. Some believe that intent behind the act is crucial, suggesting that if the motivation is grounded in survival, it alters the moral landscape. This raises further questions. Should we consider the broader social context that led to the crime? In a society where inequality exists, can we hold individuals fully accountable for their actions? Engaging with these questions encourages us to examine our justice system critically and consider whether empathy should play a role in how we understand crime and punishment. Why should you care about sushi's unique history? Sushi, a dish beloved by many around the world, has fascinating roots. Originally, this culinary favorite began in ancient Japan as a clever way to preserve fish. Back in the day, people used fermented rice to keep their fish fresh. By wrapping or storing fish in the rice, the fermentation process not only preserved the fish, but also imparted a delightful flavor. Over time, the use of fermented rice evolved, leading to the sushi we enjoy today. It transitioned from a preservation method to a flavorful delicacy, where fresh ingredients take center stage. Today's sushi showcases a variety of styles, from nigiri topped with raw fish to rolls filled with vegetables and seafood. It's more than just a meal. Sushi represents a cultural connection to the Japanese way of life and emphasizes harmony between nature and food. So next time you savor a piece of sushi, remember its journey from a simple preservation technique to a global culinary phenomenon. Did a bear really crash a wedding in Colorado? You'd think this is the plot of a funny movie, but it actually happened. In a delightful turn of events, a 400-pound grizzly bear showed up uninvited at a wedding in Colorado, much to the shock and amusement of the guests. As the bride and groom exchanged vows, the bear had other plans in mind. specifically a tasty stash of cupcakes. Imagine the scene. While love was in the air, a furry daredevil ambushed the dessert table, swiping cupcakes right under the guests' noses. Instead of panic, laughter erupted as the bear lumbered around, seemingly oblivious to the commotion it caused. Thankfully, no one was hurt, and the couple will have a wedding story to tell for years. This unexpected guest reminds us just how close nature can intrude into our lives. Who knew weddings could be so wild? Guess what really drives the death toll? More people are killed by bees each year than by sharks. This surprising fact highlights how certain insects can pose unexpected dangers. While many fear the menacing jaws of sharks, they actually claim only a few lives annually. On the other hand, bees, especially when they feel threatened, can be deadly due to allergic reactions to their stings. Each year, around 62 people in the United States die from bee-related incidents, mostly from severe allergies. When bees sting, they inject venom, and for those allergic, even a single sting can trigger a life-threatening reaction called anaphylaxis. Understanding this and learning how to safely interact with bees is crucial. Instead of fearing these vital pollinators, we should appreciate their role in our ecosystem, as they contribute significantly to the food we eat. So, next time you see a bee buzzing around, remember to stay calm and give it some space. Ever wondered about the power of the 4 Ps? The 4 Ps of marketing, product, price, promotion, and place, are key principles that shape how businesses sell their products. Developed in the late 1940s, these concepts help companies identify and reach their target audiences effectively. The product refers to what you're offering, whether it's a physical item, service, or idea. Price is all about determining how much to charge, striking a balance between profitability and customer attraction. Promotion involves the strategies used to communicate the benefits of the product, like advertising or sales promotions. Finally, place signifies the distribution channels that make the product accessible to consumers. Mastering these 4 elements allows businesses to create a compelling marketing strategy and connect with customers in meaningful ways. How do you think these principles impact your favorite brands? Did you know labels can be misleading? Many manufacturers simplify the way they advertise their products by stating they contain 1,000 pieces. This neatly rounded number seems clear and appealing, but it can create expectations that aren't always met. In reality, the actual count may vary by dozens of pieces, sometimes being slightly more or slightly less than 1,000. This means that when you buy a product claiming to have 1,000 pieces, you might discover that you actually received 980 or even 1,020 pieces. Why do manufacturers take this approach? It's largely about convenience. A rounded number is easier for customers to digest. However, customers deserve to know the truth about what they're purchasing. So next time you see that eye-catching label, remember that the count might not be as precise as claimed. Are you ready to count your pieces and do some math? Can you believe a bridge made of water? Each year in the Netherlands, a unique event takes place that tests the skills of participants on tandem bicycles. Competitors must navigate a narrow floating bridge that spans over water, making balance and teamwork essential. This thrilling ride is not just a test of athletic ability, it also brings together families, friends, and spectators who cheer on the teams, sharing in the excitement and camaraderie that fills the air. Riding a tandem bike requires coordination between 2 riders, and when you're on a precarious bridge, those skills are put to the ultimate challenge. Imagine the concentration needed to stay upright while crossing a bridge that floats. The event showcases the incredible spirit of the Dutch people, highlighting their love for fun and community. With laughter echoing around them, participants of all ages enjoy a day filled with competition, joy, and sometimes friendly rivalry. It's a sight to behold, bikes swaying gently as they conquer the challenge of riding across water together. What will they come up with next? Here's a wild fact about swimming pigs. On a stunning uninhabited island in the Bahamas known as Pig Beach, you can find adorable pigs that swim in the turquoise waters. This unique place has become famous for its friendly resident swine, who love to splash around in the ocean. Tourists flock to the island not just to bask in the sun on the soft sand, but also to watch these pigs paddle and play. The story goes that the pigs were brought to the island by sailors who intended to return for them, but they never did. Instead, the pigs learned to swim and thrive on the island's resources. Visitors often feed them snacks, and it's a delight to see how the pigs instinctively dive and swim to get their treats. This quirky attraction raises awareness about wildlife and conservation, making Pig Beach a must-see for anyone exploring the Bahamas. Would you dare to swim with pigs? Here's a wild fact about Samsung's testing method. Samsung has taken phone durability testing to a whole new level with a robot that resembles a behind. This innovative butt-shaped robot is used to press down on their phones in various ways, simulating how users might accidentally drop or sit on their devices in everyday life. Imagine the scenarios. By using this unique robot, Samsung can ensure their smartphones are tough enough to handle real-life accidents, from being dropped on a hard floor to, yes, even being sat on. This quirky approach not only saves time, but also provides valuable data on how their devices hold up under stress. The robot performs thousands of tests, helping engineers identify any weak points in their designs before the phones hit the market. It's a blend of high-tech engineering and a bit of humor, showing that innovation doesn't always have to be serious. So the next time you see someone with a Samsung phone, just remember the robot behind the scenes working hard to keep their device safe from everyday mishaps. This might surprise you. phagocytes are our body's cleanup crew. These amazing specialized white blood cells play a vital role in keeping us healthy. When cells in our body die or get damaged, phagocytes swoop in like dedicated little workers. They perform a process called phagocytosis, which means they engulf these unwanted cells and break them down. Imagine having tiny army members constantly on the lookout for debris. This internal recycling system is essential. Without phagocytes, dead cells would pile up, leading to potential infections and other health issues. Think about it. When you get a cut or scrape, these hardworking cells are already on the job, ensuring your body heals and stays free of harmful bacteria. So the next time you think about your immune system, remember the phagocytes diligently protecting your health every day. Have you ever wondered about the first visit to Venus? In November 1965, Venera 3 made history by being the first spacecraft to crash onto another planet's surface, specifically Venus. This groundbreaking mission, launched by the Soviet Union, was a significant milestone in our quest to explore beyond Earth. Venera 3 sent back data that helped scientists understand Venus's harsh environment, which included crushing atmospheric pressure and scorching temperatures that can reach up to 900 degrees Fahrenheit, 475 degrees Celsius. Although the transmission was brief, the information collected paved the way for future missions to learn about our neighboring planet. By overcoming numerous challenges, such as extreme heat and pressure, the Venera missions opened our eyes to the possibilities of extraterrestrial exploration. Today, we continue to study Venus, fascinated by its unique conditions and potential for past or even present life. What other secrets does our solar system hold? This might surprise you: how to disappear completely. This intriguing handbook dives into the fascinating idea of vanishing off the grid, exploring methods like faking one's death and creating a completely new identity. While some advice may feel a bit old-fashioned in our digital world, it provides a captivating look at what it means to truly disappear. Written with a dash of humor, the author even manages to misspell disappear multiple times, adding a quirky charm to the book. With technology tracking us everywhere we go, the concept of escaping modern life is both thrilling and a touch nostalgic. Imagine living without an online presence or social media oversharing. This book doesn't just present practical tips. It taps into our desire for freedom and adventure, sparking creativity and perhaps a little mischief in our minds. In a society constantly buzzing with information, do you think it's still possible to truly vanish and live under the radar? What would it take for you to consider a fresh start? Have you ever wondered about Titan's thick atmosphere? Titan, a fascinating moon of Saturn, is not just another icy rock floating in space. It has a thick atmosphere that is nearly twice as dense as Earth's air. This striking feature creates a mysterious environment where visibility is extremely limited, shrouding its surface in haze. Unlike Earth, where we rely on our clear skies, visitors to Titan would find themselves navigating through a dense fog, as the moon's atmosphere is rich in nitrogen and methane. This combination leads to dynamic weather patterns and even lakes of liquid methane on its surface. Scientists are excited about Titan because studying its atmosphere can unveil secrets about the early Earth and the potential for life elsewhere in the solar system. So what else does this intriguing moon hold beneath its shrouded skies? Ever thought about why forests are climate heroes? Forests play a vital role in our planet's battle against climate change by absorbing around 2.4 billion metric tons of carbon dioxide each year. Trees, through the fascinating process of photosynthesis, capture carbon from the atmosphere and store it in their trunks, branches, and leaves. This natural process helps to lower greenhouse gases, which are major contributors to global warming. Among these green giants, mangroves stand out as particularly effective at carbon storage. These unique trees thrive in coastal areas, and their complex root systems not only protect shorelines, but also trap and store carbon more efficiently than many other types of forests. By conserving and restoring these crucial ecosystems, we can significantly reduce climate change impacts. So the next time you think about trees, remember they are not just providers of oxygen. They are also working tirelessly as our planet's best defenders against climate change. Have you ever wondered how paper got its start? It's fascinating to discover that in history, old clothes played a vital role in making paper. Early European paper was often produced using recycled linen and cotton rags. This recycling process was not just innovative, but essential, especially during times of war when fresh fabric was hard to come by. Instead of tossing out worn-out garments, people would collect them, breaking them down into pulp to create new sheets of paper. This practice not only addressed the pressing demand for paper, but also reduced waste, showcasing a clever approach to resource management. As a result, what once served as clothing found a new life as a medium for writing, art, and communication. So every time you touch a sheet of paper, you can appreciate the journey it undertook, from being someone's old shirt to becoming part of history. Isn't that incredible? Why exactly does the Goliath bird eater fascinate us? This incredible creature, hailing from the lush jungles of South America, holds the title of the world's largest spider. With a leg span that can reach up to a whopping 30 centimeters, it's hard to believe that such a beast exists. Weighing around 170 grams, this large, hairy spider boasts a brown body adorned with a surprising set of venomous fangs. While the thought of a spider that preys on insects, rodents, lizards, and even small birds might send shivers down your spine, the Goliath bird eater plays a crucial role in its ecosystem. Moreover, these spiders have a unique way of communicating. They rub their legs together to produce a hissing sound that can be quite startling. Imagine hiking through a South American jungle and encountering this giant. That's nature at its most fascinating. Here's what actually happens when you hear your voice. When you record yourself speaking, the sound that reaches your ears is quite different from what you expect. This surprising effect happens because you're missing the bone vibrations that usually accompany your speech. When you talk, vibrations from your vocal cords travel through your bones, allowing you to hear the deeper tones of your voice. However, a recording only picks up the sounds that travel through the air. This means that when you listen to a playback, you only hear the higher, more familiar notes of your voice. For many people, this results in a feeling of shock or discomfort, as they believe their actual voice sounds entirely different from what they've always heard in their head. So the next time you hear your recorded voice, remember it's just the air-conducted sound that may not fully capture the richness you hear in person. Let's uncover the truth about glass bottles. Did you know that glass bottles, despite their ability to be recycled, can take up to a staggering 1 million years to decompose in a landfill? This lengthy process poses serious environmental concerns, especially as our planet grapples with waste management issues. The modern glass bottle machine, invented in 1903, transformed how we produce glass containers and made them more accessible than ever. This innovation allowed for mass production, leading to the glass bottle's rise in popularity across various industries, from beverages to cosmetics. However, the durability that made glass popular also means it lingers in landfills for centuries. Fortunately, recycling efforts can help mitigate this issue, allowing glass to be reused multiple times. It's essential to rethink our consumption and recycling habits. After all, how can we ensure that the beautiful glass bottles we love don't end up contributing to an endless cycle of waste? You might be shocked to learn that Mali struggles. Despite its vibrant culture and history, Mali is among the poorest countries in the world. With bustling markets, diverse traditions, and stunning landscapes, one would expect prosperity, yet around 70% of Mali's population survives on less than $1 a day. This stark reality paints a different picture, highlighting widespread poverty and economic challenges. Only a mere 10% of the people earn more than $2 a day, making it difficult to afford basic necessities like food, clean water, and healthcare. This situation has deep roots in decades of political instability, conflict, and climate change, which have hindered economic growth and development. The people of Mali are incredibly resilient, working hard to improve their lives and communities. However, without significant support and sustainable solutions, it remains tough for many Malians to escape this cycle of poverty. Can you hear the fearsome sound of the carnix? This incredible wind instrument, crafted from bronze, was used by the Celts during the Iron Age to instill a sense of dread among their enemies on the battlefield. Imagine soldiers marching into battle, the haunting tones of the carnix echoing through the air, causing fear and panic in the opposing ranks. This unique instrument has a long, fascinating history, and in 1993, a team of archaeologists and musicologists set out to bring its terrifying sound back to life. Through meticulous research and reconstruction, they were able to recreate the carnix, allowing us to experience how it was once played. The sound is unlike any modern instrument, with a deep, resonating quality that can send shivers down your spine. It's not just about the music, it's a glimpse into the past, showcasing how sound was used as a weapon of war. Today, musicians and historians alike celebrate this remarkable piece of history, reminding us of the powerful connection between sound and emotion. Isn't it amazing how a simple instrument can carry so much history? Believe it or not, the Overland Train Mark II astonishes. This incredible amphibious vehicle was specifically developed for military and heavy lift applications, showcasing cutting-edge engineering. Stretching an impressive 107 yards long, the Overland Train Mark II is equipped with a remarkable 54 wheels, which help distribute its enormous weight. This vehicle can transport up to 600 tons of cargo, making it a vital asset in logistics and transportation sectors, especially in remote or challenging terrains. Its amphibious nature means it can traverse both land and water, opening up a world of possibilities for operations in diverse environments. Imagine this giant vehicle gliding across a lake or rolling over rugged landscapes, delivering essential supplies to troops or disaster-stricken areas. The Overland Train Mark II isn't just about size. Its design combines practicality with formidable power, ensuring it can tackle the toughest jobs. This vehicle is a true testament to human ingenuity, spanning over a football field length and boasting the strength to carry loads that would challenge most trucks and boats. How do you think such innovations will shape future transport solutions? Is it really true that fries are Belgian? You might be surprised to learn that what we commonly call French fries actually originated in Belgium. While many people link fries to French cuisine, this tasty innovation has its roots in the small, picturesque country of Belgium. The story goes that in the late 1600s, impoverished villagers in the Moose Valley would fry small fish for their meals. But when rivers froze in winter, they sliced and fried potatoes instead. This delicious treat quickly caught on, leading to various frying techniques and styles. The beloved crispy snack eventually made its way to France, where it was popularized and got its name. This highlights how food is a fantastic example of cross-cultural influence, as different nations adopt and adapt dishes, creating unique flavors and traditions. So, the next time you dive into a plate of fries, remember their Belgian roots. Aren't culinary stories amazing? Is it really true that M&Ms are named after their creators? The delightful and colorful world of M&Ms, with their melt-in-your-mouth goodness, actually owes its name to two innovators, Forrest Mars and Bruce Murray. These two visionaries teamed up in the 1940s to create the delicious candy we know today. Forrest was the son of the founder of the Mars Company, while Bruce was the son of Hershey Chocolate's president. Their collaboration brought a unique twist to candy making, encapsulating chocolate in a hard candy shell that kept it from melting. This idea sprouted during their shared experience in wartime, where soldiers craved chocolate that wouldn't easily spoil. With their initials combined, M&M became a sweet sensation. Today, these treats continue to ignite joy in candy lovers of all ages, proving that a good partnership can lead to something truly extraordinary. Is it really true that big cats can roar? Absolutely. Big cats, like lions and tigers, belong to the Panthera genus and have a unique ability to produce a powerful roar. This remarkable vocal talent stems from specific adaptations in their larynx, including an elastic hyoid bone. This flexible bone structure allows these big cats to create deep, resonant sounds that can travel over vast distances, making it easier for them to communicate with others of their kind in the wild. In contrast, smaller cats, such as domestic cats or bobcats, lack these adaptations and can only produce continuous, softer sounds. Evolution has favored this specialization in vocal communication, ensuring that big cats can express dominance, attract mates, or warn rivals far away. So when you hear a lion's roar echoing across the savannah, remember that it's not just noise. It's a powerful tool rooted in their biology and evolution, showcasing the fascinating ways nature has equipped these magnificent creatures. Is it really true that genocide has a history? The government's failure to deny that the persecution of Armenians may indeed be labeled as genocide reveals the chilling realities faced by many throughout history. This term, genocide, was famously crafted in 1943 by lawyer Raphael Lemkin, who sought to define the atrocities committed against the Ottoman Turks during World War I. The systematic killings and the intent to eradicate a group based on their ethnicity deeply resonate with the events that befell the Armenian population. It's crucial to understand that recognizing such events as genocide is not merely a matter of terminology. It shapes how we remember and educate future generations about the horrors of violence against humanity. The impacts of labeling these acts correctly can influence diplomatic relations and promote accountability in modern conflicts. So how can we ensure that history is not forgotten when it comes to such dark chapters? Hard to believe, but loneliness can be deadly. A study from Harvard University reveals that being socially isolated may be just as harmful to your health as smoking. Researchers found that people who lack close friendships are at a higher risk for various health problems, including cardiovascular diseases. This connection stems from the way loneliness can elevate levels of a protein called fibrinogen, which plays a crucial role in blood clotting. When levels rise too high, it can lead to serious conditions like heart attacks and strokes. It's fascinating and a little frightening that emotional well-being directly influences physical health. So surrounding ourselves with friends and loved ones isn't just about having a good time. It's a vital step toward a healthier life. Are we doing enough to nurture our social connections? Most people don't know this, but ants are incredible. The African driver ant is among the most prolific insect species on the planet. These tiny creatures can produce an astonishing 3 to 4 million eggs every 25 days. This prolific reproduction helps them maintain their massive colonies, which can number in the millions. What's fascinating is their aggressive swarming behavior, which is not just for show. When foraging for food, these ants form massive groups, overwhelming prey with their sheer numbers. Their swarms can devour insects and even small animals in record time, showcasing their teamwork and efficiency. This incredible lifestyle allows them to thrive in various environments across Africa. So the next time you think of ants, remember the African driver ant, a true testament to nature's creativity and power. Let's uncover the truth about sloths' strange habits. These fascinating creatures, native to Central and South America, have some of the slowest metabolisms in the animal kingdom. This means sloths only defecate about once a week, leading to a dramatic loss of up to a third of their body weight during this rare event. Why do they do this? By pooping in the same spot, they help fertilize the trees they live in, creating a nutrient-rich environment for new leaves to grow. This slow lifestyle is perfectly designed for their low-energy diet, which consists mainly of leaves. Hanging upside down for most of their lives, sloths move slowly through the treetops, allowing their bodies to conserve energy. Their unique adaptations are a marvel of evolution, showing how different life can be when you're taking things nice and slow. Isn't nature amazing? Discover Bob Ross's surprising hair choice. Bob Ross, the beloved painter and TV host, actually had naturally straight hair. However, instead of visiting the barber frequently while traveling in his mobile home, he decided to get a perm. By doing this, he could maintain a signature hairstyle without the hassle of regular haircuts. Interestingly, Bob wasn't fond of his curly locks. He even admitted to disliking them at times. Yet as his fame grew, those iconic curls became part of his brand. Fans began to associate his fluffy hair with his calm demeanor and cheerful painting style. It's fascinating to think that what Bob originally saw as a practical choice turned into a defining feature that helped him connect with audiences. So next time you see him on screen, remember that those curls were more about convenience than preference. What if I told you about Groplin's fascinating history? Groplin referred to the streets where brothels were found, and this term has changed over time to Graplin in cities like Bristol and York. This evolution in naming isn't just a simple change. It offers a glimpse into the social fabric of these communities. Back in the day, streets were often named after the businesses that shaped daily life, reflecting what was important to the people living there. As society evolved, so did the language we use to describe our surroundings. The term Graplin may sound unusual now, but it connects us to a vibrant history of commerce and community. Today, when we walk through these neighborhoods, we're not just strolling down streets. We're walking through layers of history that tell stories of changing attitudes toward work, morality, and social norms. Isn't it interesting how names can carry so much meaning? Here's a wild fact about medieval medicine. In the Middle Ages, many doctors held some pretty peculiar beliefs about health, especially regarding how to treat fevers. One of the most bizarre ideas was that fevers came from an excess of hot bodily humor, a concept from ancient Greek medicine. To fix this supposed issue, they practiced bloodletting, which involved cutting a patient to let out blood in hopes of restoring balance. This method was based on the mistaken idea that keeping the right mix of bodily fluids, blood, phlegm, yellow bile, and black bile ensured good health. Unfortunately, bleeding often weakened patients and sometimes made their conditions worse. This strange approach highlights just how far medical knowledge has come since then. While we now understand that fevers are usually a response to infection and can often be treated with rest and medicine, it's fascinating to see how past doctors tried to make sense of complex health issues with the limited understanding they had. Most people don't know this about the Amashina lifestyle. The Amashina people of Indonesia have a fascinating way of life that stands in sharp contrast to our fast-paced world. With no clocks or rigid schedules, they rely on the sun and the changing seasons to guide their daily activities. Imagine waking up each morning not to the sound of an alarm, but to the gentle light of dawn streaming through your window. This connection to nature not only shapes their time management, but also enriches their relationship with the environment. The Amashina understand when to plant crops, harvest, or celebrate seasonal festivals by observing the natural world around them. Their lifestyle emphasizes harmony with nature, cultivating a sense of peace and community that many of us often overlook in our busy lives. In a culture dominated by schedules and deadlines, the Amashina remind us of the beauty and simplicity of listening to the rhythms of nature. Isn't it intriguing to think about how our lives would change if we embrace such a natural way of living? Believe it or not, hummingbirds have incredible tongues. These tiny birds have a remarkable adaptation that allows their tongues to flick up to 18 times per second while feeding. Imagine how fast that is. This rapid movement enables them to expertly lap up nectar from various flowers. To keep up with their high-energy lifestyle, a hummingbird consumes an astonishing amount of food each day, often equal to its own body weight. Their specialized tongues aren't just for show. They have tiny grooves that utilize capillary action, making them one of the most efficient feeders in the entire animal kingdom. When they hover near a flower, their tongues extend and can quickly draw in nectar, giving them the fuel they need to zip around and stay active. This unique feeding technique is just one of the remarkable features that make hummingbirds so fascinating. Next time you spot one in your garden, take a moment to appreciate the incredible mechanics of their feeding process and how nature has perfectly equipped them to survive and thrive. Hard to believe, but cats kill millions of birds. Each year, domestic cats are responsible for the deaths of over 64.8 million birds in the United States alone. This staggering number has a severe impact on bird populations and contributes to the extinction of at least 8 bird species around the world. While cats are beloved pets, their natural hunting instincts can lead them to catch birds and other wildlife. The decline of certain bird species due to cat predation poses a serious concern for biodiversity and ecosystem health. For example, birds like the Hawaiian akikiki and the California condor are among those at risk. Understanding this issue is crucial as it encourages cat owners to keep their pets indoors or use collars with bells to reduce hunting success. How can we protect our feathered friends while still enjoying the company of our feline companions? Why exactly does human rights matter to 200 million people? It's astounding to think that while over 200 million individuals are part of a conversation about human rights, only about 5 million are actively engaged in the sector. This disparity raises important questions about awareness, action, and the barriers that keep people from stepping up. Many feel passionately about issues like equality, freedom, and justice. Yet for various reasons, like lack of resources or knowledge, most don't participate directly. The voices of those actively involved are critical as they drive the change we need to see in society. Activists and organizations work tirelessly to raise awareness, support marginalized communities, and push for policies that promote human rights. If more people understood the significance of their involvement, imagine how powerful the movement could become. How can we inspire the other 195 million to take action? Why exactly does this giant stone hover in Ergaki? The Ergaki Reserve in Russia is home to a remarkable natural phenomenon, a colossal stone weighing around 600 tons that seems to defy gravity. This massive rock, known as the Lying Stone, has maintained its precarious balance for thousands of years, capturing the interest of both locals and scientists alike. The stone is perched on a narrow base, creating the illusion that it could topple at any moment. Geologists believe that a combination of weathering, erosion, and the peculiar forces of nature has led to this intriguing arrangement. While the stone appears perfectly stable, the underlying geological features, like the specific rock types and the terrain, contribute to its unique position. Visitors to Ergaki often marvel at how such a heavy object can stay upright, prompting questions about the natural forces at play. Could this balancing act be a clue to the history of this beautiful landscape? Quebec's bold move against junk food ads pays off. Thanks to a recent ban, Quebec has become a leader in the fight against childhood obesity. This law prohibits advertisements for toys and fast food aimed at kids younger than 13 years old. By reducing these temptations, the province is encouraging healthier eating habits among children. Studies show that after the ban, many kids have started to make better food choices, opting for nutritious snacks rather than sugary cereals marketed with colorful mascots. Experts believe this could help decrease obesity rates significantly over time. The success of Quebec's initiative raises an important question. Could other regions adopt similar measures to protect children from unhealthy influences? As parents and health advocates cheer for this progressive move, it becomes clear that policies can shape a healthier future for the next generation. Guess what really drives extravagance in performance? The term extravagance actually comes from the language of Losky, which beautifully captures the essence of vibrant and colorful performances that combine music, dance, light, and drama. Imagine a dazzling spectacle where each element weaves together to create an experience akin to an endless celebration. These shows are not just about entertainment. They evoke emotions, spark creativity, and leave audiences mesmerized. The historical roots in quirky highlight how cultures can influence artistic expressions, adding layers of meaning to what we consider extravagant today. As the world of performance arts continues to evolve, the spirit of extravagance remains a powerful force, inviting us to immerse ourselves in wondrous sights and sounds. So the next time you witness a breathtaking performance, remember its origins in the rich tradition of quirky. Doesn't it make you appreciate the magic even more? Can you believe the fear of long words has a name? Hippopotamonstrose squipedaliophobia might sound like a mouthful, but it humorously describes a real fear that many people experience. Ironically, those who struggle with this phobia find the very term daunting. People with hippopotamonstrose squipedaliophobia often feel anxious when faced with lengthy words or complex terminology, even if they understand the meaning. Such discomfort can make reading or engaging in conversations particularly challenging, leading to avoidance of certain topics. While the name is comical, the struggle is genuine for individuals who grapple with it. Interestingly, the term is often used in a lighthearted manner, sometimes as a joke in discussions about language or fears. Understanding this phobia sheds light on how language can be both a tool for communication and a source of anxiety. How can we support those who experience this fear and create a more inclusive environment in our conversations? Ready to explore bizarre hunting laws and culture? This unusual law sheds light on the unique cultural quirks and historical attempts to regulate activities in rural areas. In many places, local governments once enacted strange hunting regulations that reflected the community's values and lifestyle. For example, some rules might have required hunters to wear specific colors or carry unusual equipment. However, times have changed. Today, hunting laws focus more on conservation efforts, ethical hunting practices, and protecting endangered species. Authorities aim to balance wildlife preservation with the rights of hunters, ensuring that ecosystems remain healthy. These modern regulations not only help maintain biodiversity, but also promote respect for nature. As we witness changes in environmental awareness, society increasingly emphasizes responsible hunting. So whether you're a seasoned hunter or simply curious about wildlife laws, understanding these bizarre roots can connect us to the past and shape our future. What other quirky laws exist around the world? Did you know Oxford once had ties to the Aztecs? In 1984, the University of Oxford established an intriguing connection with Aztec culture, breaking new ground in education and cultural studies. This affiliation wasn't just a passing mention. It was reinforced multiple times, highlighting the importance of understanding ancient civilizations. The partnership opened the door for research that combined history, anthropology, and even art history. Scholars began to explore the rich tapestry of Aztec life, from their astronomical knowledge to their complex social structures. Oxford students were given unique opportunities to study artifacts and texts that were previously overlooked. This collaboration served to enrich both British and Mexican academic circles, fostering deeper appreciation for the Aztecs. So what drove this fascinating connection, and how has it influenced today's studies on ancient civilizations? Prepare to be amazed by tornado chips. These delicious street snacks are made from potatoes that are transformed into spirals, skewered on a stick, and deep-fried to crispy perfection. Imagine walking through a bustling fair or market, and the enticing aroma of frying potatoes grabs your attention. Vendors are skillfully slicing potatoes into long, curly shapes that spiral around the stick, creating a visually stunning treat. Once fried, these chips are a blank canvas, ready to be seasoned with your favorite toppings, from savory cheese to spicy chili powder. Tornado chips are not just a feast for the eyes. They are a fun and unique way to enjoy the classic potato. You can find them at food festivals or local fairs, adding a crunchy twist to your snacking experience. So next time you're wandering through a food market, make sure to try this twisty, tasty delight. Did you know about electrophobia, the fear of chickens? This unusual phobia affects people who experience intense fear or anxiety when they encounter chickens, whether in real life or even just in thought. Individuals with electrophobia might feel their heart race or their palms sweat at the sight of these feathered friends. It's fascinating how something as common as chickens can trigger such strong emotional responses. The fear can stem from a traumatic experience, cultural beliefs, or simply the quirky nature of phobias. Like other phobias, electrophobia can disrupt daily life, making it hard to visit farms or even enjoy dishes that include chicken. Luckily, those suffering from this fear can seek help through therapies, such as cognitive behavioral therapy, which aims to change negative thought patterns. Have you ever thought about how a common bird could evoke such intense feelings? Guess what really drives Japan's vending machine craze? Vending machines in Japan are not just for snacks and drinks. They also serve up gourmet cakes made with the freshest ingredients like fruit and rich cream. Imagine strolling through a bustling street and stumbling upon a machine that lets you grab a delicious slice of cake without waiting in line. These desserts are packaged specially to ensure they stay fresh and mouth-watering, making them a perfect treat for anyone on the go. The convenience of these machines is remarkable, particularly in a fast-paced culture where time is precious. Instead of heading to a cafe, you can satisfy your sweet tooth with a delectable cake from a machine. Whether you're craving a rich chocolate cake or a light fruit tart, there's something for every dessert lover. Have you ever thought about enjoying gourmet desserts straight from a vending machine? Did you know that eye discharge is natural? This mysterious, gunky substance that sometimes greets you in the morning is actually a blend of tears, dust, and dead skin cells that has dried overnight. While it might seem a bit gross, this discharge serves an important purpose. As we sleep, our eyes can get dry and irritated, so the discharge helps to protect them by forming a barrier against dust and germs. This natural defense mechanism allows our eyes to stay lubricated and prevents irritation. When you wake up and notice this eye crust, you are witnessing your body's way of keeping your peepers safe. Most of the time, this discharge is harmless, but if it becomes excessive or changes in color, it may indicate an underlying issue like an infection. So next time you see it, remember, it's your eye's way of saying, "Thanks for letting me rest." Can you picture the power of 700 hieroglyphs? The ancient Egyptians developed a fascinating writing system using over 700 unique hieroglyphs, each one a beautiful pictorial symbol representing everyday objects and concepts. These intricate drawings not only captured the essence of their daily lives, but also conveyed complex ideas like emotions and spiritual beliefs. For example, a simple message about hunger could be illustrated with a series of hieroglyphs, each carefully crafted to tell a story. This method required intense attention to detail and creativity, as each symbol was designed to evoke specific images or feelings in the reader's mind. Imagine the skill of scribes who spent years mastering this art. Hieroglyphs remained an essential part of Egyptian life for thousands of years, providing a glimpse into a culture rich with tradition and meaning. Have you ever thought about how ancient writing shapes our understanding of history? Prepare to be amazed by Sweden's unique monarchy. Sweden operates under a constitutional monarchy, which means that while it has a king or queen, like King Carl XVI, Ikas Gustaf, the real power lies with the parliament known as the Riksdag. This setup allows the government to focus on what really matters to its citizens. Known for its progressive policies, Sweden stands out for its strong emphasis on social rights and education. For example, Swedish citizens enjoy extensive healthcare services and free education from preschool to university level. Thanks to these policies, Sweden regularly tops lists for quality of life and happiness. The balance between tradition and modern governance is a fascinating aspect of Swedish society. So next time you hear about Sweden, remember it's not just about the stunning landscapes and meatballs. It's also about an innovative political system that supports its people. What do you think about Sweden's commitment to social rights? Surprisingly, it's a fact that migraines can be painless. Known as silent migraines, these episodes may not hurt at all, yet they can bring about unusual symptoms that catch people off guard. Imagine dealing with flashes of light or bizarre visual disturbances that feel almost like a hallucinatory experience. While many think of migraines as intense headaches, silent migraines show that there's more complexity involved. This type of migraine often occurs without the pulsing pain typical of a regular migraine, making it easy to overlook. Typically, individuals experiencing silent migraines might notice patterns in their vision, such as zigzag lines or spots that disrupt their sight for up to an hour. These visual symptoms can be alarming and disorienting, but understanding what silent migraines are can help mitigate fear and anxiety. So what should you do if you think you might have silent migraines?